Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything, everything. Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris.
Hi,
Hi.
Ella, hey. Do you get that joke sometimes?
Quite a lot, yeah. You'd be surprised how much.
Oh, I imagine so. How you, how you doing?
I'm not bad, thanks. How are you?
I'm all right. I'm all right. You know, I'm here. You know,
Busy day.
blowing with this light, making me look better than I usually. Yeah, no, it is. How you been today anyway?
Not bad. Just living that lockdown life.
That's it, man. That lockdown life, man. Adapt to it, man.
I know, yeah. It
Nowadays,
just
right?
involves a lot of eating, pretty much.
Ooh, what kind of food you been eating?
Anything and everything going.
Uh,
I've actually been trying to bake a lot as well. So,
That's good.
baked goods. I'm currently working on sourdough. We'll see how it goes.
Sourdough, yeah. I tried to make biscuits the other day. The
How'd it go?
American ones. I know you might be familiar with those. Yeah, I
Yeah,
tried to
yeah.
make. That was
Any
alright. That
good?
was a challenge. That was a challenge. So have you adapted to the lockdown with the whole with your whole working out and stuff, and make sure you're in shape still some kind of way.
I mean, with netball, we're technically still hoping the season's going to go on, so we're still like doing virtual sessions like all the time, every week. We've got challenges set, so yeah, just doing those with the netball team, going on runs.
Mm.
Um, my brother managed to steal some of the weights from Barking Abbey, courtesy of my dad. So we've got like a mini weight room in our backyard, so that comes in handy.
Hey, you gotta do what you can, then it. That's it. That's how it is.
Exactly.
All right, and also, you've been training and that. So in terms of basketball workouts, have you done any basketball workouts?
No, not really. It's a bit hard to because all the courts have been shut until like I think like last week. So and the one near us still isn't open, the outdoor one. But fingers crossed. We're trying to work. Me and Dan are trying to work with my dad to get him to Barking Abbey so we can work out there. But
Come
it's a
on, Dad, man.
challenge.
Let's go,
I
Dad.
know.
You gotta
So
come through to the
there
field.
must be some perks to being head of the academy, surely.
No, yeah, of course. There's got to be. Probably just
Yeah.
can't be bothered right now. And so where is it you grew up then? So where did you grow up in turn?
Northeast London. So I'm in this. We live in the same house I grew up in. So like around Walthamstow area, in a
Yeah,
small little
Northfield.
town called Chinkford.
Yes, that's Northfield. Not far from Enfield, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, literally just down the road.
All right, and is it? How was it growing up there? So the basketball culture, because there's a lot of guys who are from North London are from that play basketball. So you got a lot of people that I know of, like Ryan Martin, Orlan, and
Yeah,
Ovi as well. Was a North London. And Ishmael had him not long ago. So yeah, what was that
yeah.
like? The North culture, like North London basketball culture.
I mean, when I first started playing basketball, we'd play in like Hertfordshire because the closest team to us, well, and my parents were really heavily involved in it, was in Ware, which is like 30 minutes from us. So when I first started playing it, that was kind of the culture, which was I loved it. Like really big like community atmosphere, like in terms of that, which I found out later was the same when I transferred to play for Haringey as well. Like the community within the basketball was like massive. I just remember going to like huge basketball camps. There was like 150 people there, just like, and everyone knows everyone. Like we
Yeah,
still talk to people that we used to play with when we were 11, and we never really see them. But when you see each other, it's just like long
it's
lost friends kind of thing.
I think basketball has that, like it just has that thing where everyone, as soon as you know someone that plays basketball, or you find out someone that plays basketball, you just tend to have that bond, and you just seem to just talk like you know each other forever, even though you just met each other just 5 minutes ago.
Yeah. I mean, when you play with people, you share things that you don't necessarily share with just regular friends and stuff like that. So you automatically have
Yeah,
like a different bond, I guess.
definitely. So what is it that started getting you into basketball? Because I can tell you have a family of athletes for one. You know what I mean? I think your mum played on the national team at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you coached the national team at one point as well.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So yeah, pretty much involved in basketball, like straight out of the womb, pretty much. I remember just running around the bleachers at London Leopards games when my dad used to be the assistant coach there.
Yeah.
But yeah, just ever since I was old enough to touch a ball, I had a ball in my hand because there was a ball all the time, everywhere. And then obviously you grow up with your brother, with someone like my older brother who plays, you're automatically just competitive against someone because you hate being second best.
Yeah, you said you pretty much was introduced to the sport as soon as you was born.
Yeah, I had no choice really because my dad obviously coached the London Leopards, and then my mum was really involved in basketball still then, and then obviously Dan was playing. So yeah, my earliest memories are like at London Leopards games, just running around bleachers and.
Yeah. So you basically was born into it, and then that was it. It was in your face, really.
Yeah, which I mean, sometimes you find that it turns people off, but I think we weren't necessarily forced into it. It was just always there for us. So we had the choice, like we didn't have to do it, but I really enjoyed it, so I just kept going.
Yeah. So was there any other sports at the time that kind of got your attention a little bit? Or do you like? Because I know it's a lot of people I've had on here. They said that one of the first sports they played was football. A lot of people. Yeah,
I never played football.
Yeah.
I played loads of sports when I was growing up, to be fair. Football wasn't one of them. I pretty much did anything that Dan did. So Dan did swimming, I did swimming. Dan did rugby, I did rugby. Dan did something else, I did that. Like I did tennis actually, which is the only thing Dan didn't do. Athletics, all of it.
The big brother, man. How was he like? So I could tell by the way you're telling me, he's very influential. How was that like growing up with a brother like that? So he's been he's the captain of the GB team. He's had great experience. Was it very competitive, or was it a different kind of relationship growing up?
He was annoying, as any brother is, still annoying to this day. But yeah, obviously, when you've got someone like that in your house, like you always want to, if you've got someone to play one-on-one against, you've got someone that's always going to beat you up because they want to be better. They want to be the best because you're both young. So you never really had an easy ride, which I guess is. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, sorry, it just kind of froze a little bit. Yeah, so he always was like pushing me to be better. I never got an easy ride at all. So yeah.
It's obviously that obviously pushed you towards something, because then you're a dual athlete now. Congrats on that. You played international for basketball and netball, which is great. So So talk us through those decisions. So you obviously told us how you got into basketball. What got you into netball?
It kind of broke up a little bit there. Can you repeat the question?
Yeah. So what is it that got you into netball, seeing as you got into basketball as well?
Well, my mum used to she worked at Barking Abbey for ages, and there was a club there, so it kind of worked out in the fact that she could drop me off at netball and then go and continue to work, kind of thing. She had something to do late in the evening. Okay. So it kind of just like fell into the lap, but because of basketball having like a big base skill, I guess, and there was a lot of crossover, it was really easy to like fall into the sport. Okay, so what made you continue to stick with netball to play at a higher level? So you played at the under-21s GB team. What was it that motivated you, inspired you to keep playing netball as well as basketball? I think it's anything, like as soon as you get a little bit of success, you just keep going until I guess either the success runs out and you get a bit bored of it or what. But I say it's because of basketball that I kind of got fast tracked through the system anyway, because I already had a base level of skills that let me, even though I was late into the sport, I guess compared to other people, I advanced kind of at the same pace as what other people have been in the sport longer, because I played basketball, I had a base level. Okay. So did the England, like all the regional stuff. England netball has like a really designated pathway system. So went through all the pathways, county, regionals, into the under-17s program, into the under-19s program, and then made the under-21 team.
Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris.